Hey, this will be a video chart on night trading group KCG. If you haven't heard the news, then you must not follow the headlines at all within the world of finances and stuff. Big drama going on because of some sort of trading error or whatever. I've actually kind of lost track of exactly what happened or what's been found, but all I know is something bad happened, and I wouldn't even have to know the headlines to figure that out. All you have to do is look at this chart. But things seem to be getting figured out, or at least maybe finally stabilizing here according to the chart. And before I even go further, I should note that I do own some shares in this, so keep that in mind. I own shares, and I do have the intent to sell them for profit. So with that being said, let's just talk about the chart a little bit. First thing, this is a 30-minute chart. So if you're new to charts, all that means is each one of these candlesticks represents 30 minutes worth of price action instead of a day, which is what you would normally see. And I just want to do this time frame because I think it does a good job of showing kind of what's been going on from a technical perspective. So you can see here we had the big gap down and drifted a little bit more down, and then this morning gapped up. Pretty much was boring, and I actually hopped in. I was watching these highs. You can see it kept put in a high of 343 and then 340 and then there 354. And then I eventually got in on this move right here where it came back up and broke above 354 again. So we'll see where it goes from there. But that was kind of my play, just waiting to see if it was ever going to make a strong move out of this channel, and it eventually did here going into this afternoon. So according to the chart, the first level to keep an eye on is going to be right here at 432. This was the high after the gap down. So this becomes the key level of resistance, and the reason why that level is important is if the price can push up through here, then really there's not any other resistances until up here at the 50 period simple moving average, and that's not until way up here at 616. So this is the dynamic moving average, so it will be sloping downwards, so it won't stay up at that level, but really that's the next dynamic moving average. As far as the next static resistance, meaning that the price doesn't move relative to time, it's not until way up here at this low before the gap down at 685, which is a potential price target, especially if things really get figured out and it's not as bad as what they're saying right now. Now I have no idea if that'll be the case, but it could easily get right back up here if just even a little bit of positive news comes out. But first steps first, price needs to get through this 432 level. So these are going to be the two key resistance levels, or excuse me, three key, this one here, and then the 50 period moving average, and then this level up here that I'll be keeping my eye on. In terms of supports, nice to see how it just had a tight little range here this afternoon to close it out, and then we have our moving averages here that'll also provide support, but the level that I'll really be watching is going to be right around this level here, up at the 355 area, just simply because that was kind of the high of a bunch of candles if you look back. So that'll be the key level of support that I'll watch, because if it does fall below there, I wouldn't be surprised to see it come back down here and then retest these lows. So that is kind of what I'm seeing from the chart and what I'll be looking for next week. But it should be exciting. Plenty of liquidity in this one now, so we'll see what next week holds. If there are any other questions on the chart, please let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook. And with your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from big boards down to penny stocks. So there's a good variety, something for everybody. It is all free. We've been making some good money together on our alerts. So I encourage you to go to the website, sign up, and see what it's all about. One more time, this is KCG. Thanks for listening, and enjoy your weekends.